Hello everyone, welcome to my very first video of Introduction to Physics. My name is Nick and I hope you are excited to learn some physics today. I will be explaining to you the fundamental of physics, so I hope by the end of this short video you will be a little bit smarter than 6 minutes ago. I would like you to meet Chris. He will be helping me out to explain the fundamental of physics. So you may be asking, what is physics? Scientific laws and theories express the general truth of natural and the body of knowledge they encompass. These laws of nature are rules that all natural processes appears to follow. Physics is a natural science that involves the study of matter and its motion through space and time, along with related concepts such as energy and force. What is matter? Good questions. In physics, matter is generally considered to be anything that has mass and volume. Motion is an action of an object when it changes its position within a period of time. So I'll give you an example of what matter and motion. So here's a van. This van is an object and it's also considered to be a matter. So if the van is moving, it's considered that the direction of movement is its motion. Yes, Chris, practically anything that has mass and volume within the universe is considered to be a matter. So here are some examples. So you got your bus, donuts, hammer, pig, money, juice, teddy, helicopter, monkey, cookies, motorbikes, cars, and the eggs. Then what is energy and force? So there are different type of energy. For example, there are thermal energy, mechanical energy, nuclear energy, electrical energy, and electromagnetic radiation, which is also an energy. Thermal energy is the energy that is generated and measured by heat. For example, when you boil water in the kettle, the heat from the boiling water is considered to be thermal energy. Mechanical energy requires a physical movement. So for example, if I require to lift a box off the ground, that's considered to be mechanical energy. So an example of nuclear energy. The nuclear power plants that Homer Simpson works in requires nuclear fusion for it to produce energy. And an example of electrical energy is the devices that we use on a daily basis, such as your computer or your phone, requires electrical power. So the electrical power that it uses is called electrical energy. So the last one is electromagnetic radiation. So electromagnetic energy is a form of energy that is reflected or emitted from object in the form of electrical and magnetic waves that can travel through space. So let's talk about force. Any interaction that changes the motion of an object is called force. So force falls into two categories. We have contact forces and non-contact forces. We're going to put the forces in its category. So let's see how many you can get correct. So the first one is friction. So friction is a contact force. The next one is spring force. It's not the same as spring season, so don't get that confused. So it's the same spring that we have in our cars. So the correct answer is contact. The next one is normal force. Which one will it fall under? An example for normal force, if I leave a phone on top of a surface, then the surface is exerting a upward force upon my phone in order to support the weight of the phone. So there are contacts between the two objects. This falls under the contact forces. So the next one is gravitational force. So the gravitational force is practically required gravity. So does it require contact? No. So it falls under non-contact forces. Okay, so how about tension force? What is tension force? The tension force is the force that is transmitted through a string or rope or cable when it is pulled tied by forces acting from opposite ends. So tension force will fall under contact forces. The next one is magnetic force. So magnetic does not require any contact. So it falls under the non-contact forces. So the next one is air resistant force. The air resistant is a special type of frictional force that acts upon objects as they travel through the air. So the air resistant force will fall under the contact forces. The second last one will be applied force. An applied force is a force that is applied to an object by a person or another object. If a person is pushing a desk across the room, then there is an applied force acting upon the object. The applied force is the force exerted on the desk by the person. So the applied force falls under the contact forces. So the last one we have is electrical force. So electrical force is practically the energy that we get from our power source, which supplies our devices. Electrical force will fall under the non-contact forces. Okay, so to wrap this up, I will talk a little bit about a few famous scientists that we had back in the days. They are practically legends, that's what I call them. Pretty much like the legendary birds we have in Pokemon. So the first scientist we have is Isaac Newton. He was born in 1643 and passed away on 1727. So he's the guy who created the laws of motion. He's also identified the universal gravitational, where it played a major milestone in the classic physics. So the second legend is Max Planck. He's the originator of the theory of quantum mechanics. He was born in 1858 and passed away in 1947. So the last one I will talk about is Albert Einstein. He worked on the photoelectric effect, and the theory of relativity led to the revolution in the 20th century physics. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any question or any topics you want me to cover for my future videos, for example, if you want me to go through some specific scenarios or examples, please comment below and I will definitely put something together. If you are too shy to comment below, you can also email me. The link is below the video. I will see you guys in my next video.